बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. A very good morning to one and all. Myself, Dr. Sayyida Qudsiya, Assistant Professor, Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Center for Higher Learning and Advanced Research, Aurangabad, take the opportunity to welcome you on the occasion of 16th death anniversary of Honorable Chairman of Azad Educational Trust, late Dr. Rafiq Zakaria. Allah accord him highest place in Jannah. Department of Botany, Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Center for Higher Learning have organized poster presentation event on the topic locally available medicinal plants and their uses. The students of MSc and BSc are participating in it. Students from other colleges are also participating in this program. I welcome today's guest and judge of this event, Professor Milind Jadhav, sir, Head of the Department of Botany, Sir Syed College, Aurangabad. I welcome Honorable Dr. A.G. Khan, sir, former Director of Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Center for Higher Learning. I would also welcome respected Dr. Rabbani, sir, former In-Charge Director of Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Center for Higher Learning. I also welcome respected Dr. Mazhar Farooqi, sir, Principal Maulana Azad College, Aurangabad. I welcome Professor R.F. Pathan, sir, an In-Charge Director of Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Center for Higher Learning, Aurangabad. Today's President of the program. I welcome Vice Principal Professor M.A. Bari, Maulana Azad College, Aurangabad. I also welcome Dr. Rafiuddin Nasir, sir, Head Department of Botany, Maulana Azad College, and Dr. Ashfaq Khan, in charge PG Botany, Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Center for Higher Learning. I welcome organizing committee members, Dr. Shazia and Sheikh Zarina. I also welcome all the dignitaries, participants, and students. To begin with the program, I invite Sayyid Tazeen Fatima for Khirat. Please, Sayyida Tazeen Fatima.
जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू जमिया। अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम। बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। वत्तीनी वज़्ज़ैतून वतूर सीनीन वहाज़ल बलदिल अमीन। लक़द ख़लक़नल इंसान फ़ी अहसनि तक़वीम। ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين। तर्जुमा है, शुरू करती हूँ अल्लाह के नाम से जो बड़ा मेहरबान निहायत रहम फरमाने वाला है। कसम है अंजीर की और जैतून की और तूरे सीनीन की और इस अमन वाले शहर की। यकीनन हमने इंसान को बेहतरीन सूरत में पैदा किया, फिर इसे पंजों से नीचा कर दिया। लेकिन जो लोग ईमान लाए और फिर नेक अमल किए तो इनके लिए ऐसा अज्र है जो कभी खत्म ना होगा। बस तुझे अब रोज जजा के जुटलाने पर कौन सी चीज आमादा करती है? क्या अल्लाह ताला सब हाकिमों का हाकिम नहीं है? जज़ाकुमुल्लाहु खैर।
Jazakallah khair, Tazin, for your wonderful Hirat. Islamic medicinal plants started from Hazrat Adam alayhi salam and was completed at Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Holy Quran is one of the best reference books describing the importance of plants in different surahs like Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah Al-Mu'minin, Al-Rahman, and Al-Inam. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, used and recommended medicinal plants from various ailments and food. Now I request Nurunisa Madam to introduce today's guest lecturer, Professor Mary Sir. Nurunisa Madam, please.
Good morning, everyone. Before anything else, I'm thankful that I have been given the opportunity to introduce our today's guest and judge, an eminent academic expert, Professor Milind Jadhav, sir, at Department of Botany, Sir Syed College. Welcome, sir. He has about 21 years teaching experience and 23 years research experience. His area of research includes phycology, algal biotechnology, and microbial.
क्यों नहीं समझ, इसलिए नहीं समझ रहा क्योंकि तुमने तुम्हारी पहले की बुक पूरी कंप्लीट नहीं करे थे। रेड, RED, रेड।
He has completed 3 research projects as well. Sir has also attended about 80 different seminars, workshops, conferences, and symposiums at the national and international level. He has delivered invited talks in 30 national and international seminars and conferences. 7 students have completed their PhD and 2 students are also pursuing their PhD under his guidance. Sir is also working as an IQAC coordinator at Sir Syed College, Aurangabad. So once again, I welcome our eminent guest. Thank you. Over to you, Fuxia ma'am.
Thank you, Nurunisa Madam, for introducing the guest. Now, I myself will say, in brief, the objectives of locally available medicinal plants and their uses. Now, I myself will say, in brief, the objectives of locally available medicinal plants and their uses. To encourage students to identify and use locally available medicinal plants, to bring awareness among people about the medicinal herbs and their uses, to grow medicinal plants in schools and colleges, to find medicines from herbs for curing various diseases, to create websites to make the whole world to get awareness of it. Now we'll begin with poster presentation program. Over to Ashma Nas.
Assalamualaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Myself Arshma Naz, MSc second year, poster presentation. Let's begin with the introduction. A medicinal plant is any plant which in one or more of its organ contains substances that can be used for therapeutic purposes or which are precursors for chemotherapeutical semisynthesis. When a plant is designated as medicinal, it is implied that the said plant is useful as a drug or therapeutic agent or an active ingredient of a medicinal preparation. The term of medicinal plants includes various types of plants used in herbalism, and some of these plants have a medicinal activities. It has been estimated that about 13,000 species of plants have been employed for at least a century as traditional medicines by various cultures around the world. A list of over 20,000 medicinal plants has been published, and very likely a much larger number of plants. Herbal medicines are in great demand in the developed as well as in the developing countries for primary health care because of their wide biological and medicinal activities. It also has higher safety margin and lesser in cost. Let's see the importance of medicinal plants. The using of plants in order to achieve a medicinal purpose is called as alternative medicine. Alternative medicine has been used almost in all cultures, particularly Asian and Western culture. Unfortunately, most of people nowadays still believe that only trusted and effective medicine is the medicine that has a dosage form, that is, formulating in tablets, capsules, etc. Even though there are many pills or capsules are consumed daily coming originally from plant compounds such as aspirin, digoxin, etc. In the past, our ancient ancestors were using plants and herbs to preserve and flavor food, reduce pain, and even prevent disease, including epidemics. Medicinal and aromatic plants form a numerically large group of economically important plants which provide basic raw material for medicines, perfumes, flavors, and cosmetics. These plants and their products not only serve as valuable source of income for smallholders but also entrepreneurs, but also help the country to earn valuable foreign exchange by the way of export. Thank you. Let's begin with our poster presentation program. I call upon Afnan Siddiqui for presenting her first plant.
Assalamu alaikum. Myself Afnan Siddiqui from MSc second year from Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Center for Higher Learning and Advanced Research. Let's begin with the first plant, peppermint. The common name peppermint, the scientific name Mentha piperita. It belongs to family Lamiaceae. Let's see medicinal uses of peppermint. It is a popular traditional remedy for a number of conditions. It is believed to have calming effects. It is used to treat flatulence, menstrual pains, diarrhea, nausea, depression, related anxiety, muscle and nerve pain, the common cold, indigestion, etc. Peppermint oil is used for a long-term disorder of the large intestines that causes stomach pain. Peppermint tea may ease digestive upsets, may freshen you breathe, may fight bacterial infections. As per scientists, L-menthol compound in a mint plant has therapeutic values that can cure cancer. Mint is also enriched with anti-inflammatory properties that help ease discomfort and pain that is often tied with cold and flu.
Thank you, Afnan. I call upon next student Sirat Nas to present her plants.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Sayyada Sirat Nas from MSc second year. I will talk on neem plant. It belongs to Melaceae family. The plant has long been used in Ayurvedic and folk medicine, and it is used in cosmetics and inorganic farming applications. Neem trees are fast-growing, medium-sized trees. They usually attaining a height of 50 to 65 feet. Some lab studies shows that neem extracts have anti-cancer activities by inhibiting cancer cell growth. Neem boosts the immune system, helping the body's ability to fight and all kinds of infections. The next plant is aloe vera. It belongs to Asphodelaceae family. Aloe vera is a succulent plant species of the genus Aloe. Aloe vera is known for its thin, pointed, and fleshy green leaves. People have used it for thousands of years for healing and softening the skin. Aloe vera juice is a powerhouse of micronutrients that help fight against from radical damage in the body, further giving a boost to immunity. The botanical name of aloe vera is Aloe barbadensis Miller. Aloe with conditioner for silkier, smoother hair. Take orally to reduce cholesterol and triglycerides for a healthy heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Sirat. Next student, Yogeshwari Pathode, for presenting the plants Brahmi and Lavender.
Good morning, all of you. My name is Yogeshwari Palode from MSc second year, and I am going to talk about lavender and Brahmi plants. So let's start with lavender. Lavandula is the common name of lavender. Lavender angustifolia is the botanical name, and it belongs to family Lamiaceae. Some important uses of lavender are here. First one is lavender is an herb. The flower and the oil of lavender are used to make medicine. Lavender is commonly used for anxiety and stress. It is also used for depression, dementia, pain after surgery, and many other conditions. In food and beverages, lavender is used as a flavor component. Also, using unsweetened tea as a hair rinse to help reduce hair loss and dandruff. Research shows lavender oil aromatherapy massage seem to reduce pain, associated pain with menstruation better than regular massage. Early research in healthy women shows that adding 20% of lavender oil to daily bath seems to improve mood. Lavender also used for migraine, rubbing 2 or 3 drops of lavender oil on the upper lip and inhaling the vapor might reduce migraine pain and nausea and help stop the headache spreading. Massaging the legs with lavender oil might reduce the severity of restless leg syndrome in people undergoing dialysis. Lavender aromatherapy might improve or prevent depression after childbirth. Applying lavender oil to canker sores 3 times daily might speed healing and reduce swelling and pain. So, we saw some of uses here. Now we move to our another plant, Brahmi. Brahmi is the common name and Bacopa monnieri is the scientific name of Brahmi, and it belongs to family Plantagenaceae. Some uses of Brahmis are here. First one is contain powerful antioxidants, and antioxidants are substances that help protect against cell damage caused by potentially harmful molecules called free radicals. Next one, may reduce inflammation. However, chronic low-level inflammation has been linked to many chronic conditions including cancer, diabetes, and heart and kidney disease. Third one is may boost brain function. One study in mice showed that supplementing with Bacopa monnieri improved their spatial learning and ability to retain information. Bacopa monnieri may help prevent anxiety and stress. It's considered an adaptogenic herb, meaning that it increases your body resistance to stress. Bacopa monnieri may help lower blood pressure level. High blood pressure is a serious health concern as it places strain on your heart and blood vessels. This can weaken your heart and increase your risk of heart disease. Bacopa monnieri has been used by Ayurvedic medical practitioners for centuries for a variety of purposes, including improving memory. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, is a neurodevelopmental disorder that is characterized by symptoms like hyperactivity, impulsivity, and inattentiveness. One study in 31 children aged 6 to 12 years found that taking 225 milligram of Bacopa Munieri extract daily for 6 months significantly reduced ADHD symptoms such as restlessness, poor self-control, inattention, and impulsivity in 80% of the children. Another study in 120 children with ADHD observed that taking an herbal blend that contained 125 milligram of Bacopa Munieri improved attention, cognition, and impulse control compared with the placebo group. Thank you.
Now I call upon Ashma Naz for her poster presentation.
The name of my plant is Tulsi. Its common name is holy basil. Scientific name Ocimum santum. Let's start with its medicinal uses. Basil, most popularly known as Tulsi, has been used for thousands of years in Ayurvedic for its diverse healing properties. The leaves strengthen the stomach and helps in respiratory disease. Basil has strengthening effect on the kidney. Basil's anti-inflammatory properties helps to promote eye health by preventing viral, bacterial, and fungal infections. It is an age-old ingredient for treating fever. Holy basil helps to kill bacteria and infections. It is a natural headache reliever which can also relieve migraine pain. Acetic acid present in it helps in the breakdown of the stones. In lab experiments at Sri Ramachandra University, researchers have shown leaves of tulsi is able to kill lung cancer cells without affecting the normal. Tulsi has strong antiviral and antibacterial properties in addition to the immune boosters. As we are facing COVID pandemic, tulsi leaves are a good product. Tulsi leaves have a good, it can increase in immunity. My next plant is bean. Common name, wood apple. Botanical name, Eagle marmelos. It belongs to family Rutaceae. Medicinal uses of beels are, beel contain chemical called tannins, flavonoids. These chemicals helps to reduce swelling. These might help to treat asthma, diarrhea, and other conditions. Wood apple is highly recommended for people suffering from kidney disorder. It also helps to manage cough due to its expectorant properties. Beel pulp can be used as a face pack to give you a youthful looking skin. Compounds purified from beel have been proven to be biologically active against cancer. Beel murabba with natural honey have immunity booster ability. Some studies suggest that consuming ripe beel may control cholera. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashma Naz, for your valuable presentation.
For the next poster presentation, I call upon Sheikh Alfia Arif.
Assalamu alaikum to everyone. My name is Sheikh Alfia Arif from BSc first year, and my medicinal plant is Ficus carica. Local name is fig and family is Monaceae. One small fig contains protein, sugar, carbohydrates, vitamin B1, B2, B3, B6, B9, and vitamin C and vitamin K. It also contains much amount of calcium and potassium. It works together to improve bone density and body strength, which can prevent disease like osteoporosis. In osteoporosis, bones become weak and brittle and deficiency of calcium or vitamin D. This deficiency is fulfilled by Ficus carica. It also helps in increasing metabolism, weight loss, managing blood sugar level, essential for healthy hair growth and shiny looks. Although research can prove the importance of fig, but the Holy Quran also says significance of fig. In Surah 18, the medicinal advantages of fig and olive are mentioned. The edible fig is one of the first plants that were cultivated by humans. Cultivation of common fig is mostly confined to west part of Maharashtra, that is Gujarat and Uttar Pradesh. My second medicinal plant is Pomica granatum, families Lythraceae, and local name is pomegranate. Fruit is red pulp in color, have two parts, outer hard pericarp and inner spongy mesocarp, which comprises the fruit inner wall where seeds attach. Botanically, the edible fruit berry with seeds and pulp produced from ovary of single flower. Pomica granatum is a good source of calcium, potassium, and vitamin C. Eating one pomegranate gives 28 milligram vitamin C, which is almost 50% of our daily recommended intake. It have rich source of dietary fibers. It may help limit complications during pregnancy. Pomegranate juice contain higher level of antioxidant property than most other fruit juices. It also has 3 times more antioxidant property than green tea. It helps to remove free radical, protect cell from damage, and reduce inflammation. And Quran also says in one pomegranate seeds can kill. Eating pomegranate on daily basis can be an excellent aid for our immunity. In current situation, it's very beneficial. It keeps blood pressure in check, smooth digestion, and make our skin glow also. Maharashtra is the largest producer of pomegranate in India. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Alfia. Next, I call upon Maria Arif to present her plants.
Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Today I want to tell you, Assalamu alaikum to everyone. My name is Maria Arif. I am from BSc first year. And today I want to tell you about properties of some medicinal plant, which are very beneficial and also easily available from our surrounding. So let's start with onion. Scientific name of onion is Allium cepa. Local name is Kanda in Gujarat.
उसके बाद क्या है जीरो नौकरी जितना की भर के 80,000 रुपए
and belongs to family Liliaceae. Allium cepa is annual bulbous herb. Leaves are slender, flowers are white in number, and cultivated in cold season for bulbs. Allium vegetables like onion, garlic, leeks have a host of health benefits, including possible reduction in rate of some cancer. Two of the most commonly used these veggies are onion and garlic. They are also the most pungent, but despite some drawbacks, they are minor compared to variety of health benefits. Like apple, onion contain a flavonoid that a great antioxidant. This flavonoid can contribute to reduction in atherosclerosis and coronary heart disease. And quercetin is also present in onion, which is also available in other foods, but it absorbs much faster into the bloodstream if it consumed through onions. Another way that onion help against cardiovascular related problems is that they can inhibit or reduce platelet aggregation, which can lead to blood clot. Onion can remove dark skin spots from skin. Mixing onion juice with equal amount of apple cider vinegar can remove dark spots.
Sister, please unmute again.
Okay. Can I continue?
Yes.
Okay. Detoxifying with onion. Onion have plenty of sulfur-containing amino acids like methionine and cysteine, which act as magnet for harmful metals and help us excrete these. So it's excellent way of detoxifying. Onion also help in prevent cancer. Regular consumption of allium family type of vegetables may help in prostate cancer. One thing that people don't like about onion is what happens when you cut them for cooking. Your eye start to tear up. It is because of organosulfur compound. This compound have anti-inflammatory and anti-allergic property that are very beneficial. Two things to remember about onion that may encourage you to eat them more is first, cooked onion can be sweet without lachrymose edges, and second, also if you put your onion into the fridge an hour before you cut them, the onion release less gas that irritate the eyes. Let's move to garlic that have their own particular benefit. Scientific name of garlic is Allium sativum. Local name is lasan or garlic. Family, it's also belong to Liliaceae. It is also annual herb, stem bulbous, slender leaves, and flower in umbel. This vegetable has been a part of great tasty dishes for hundreds of years. It also has been used as home remedy for colds. Some recent studies suggesting that people taking garlic supplement have a reduced rate of catching cold compared to others. Garlic contain a compound called allicin, which has medicinal property, and there are some even more serious conditions that garlic can help with. It's been shown to reduce both blood pressure and total cholesterol, which may lower the risk of heart disease. And for people with diabetes, garlic supplement over a few months have reduced their fasting blood glucose level. Eating garlic can help detoxifying heavy metals in the body with the right approach of both onion and garlic. They not only add zest to your meal, but they also add truly healthy ingredients to your body daily intake. Despite smell, give these valuable veggies a try. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Maria. Next, I call upon Khan Sadia to present her plans.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Khan Sadia and I am the student of MSc Botany first year from Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Center for Higher Learning and Advanced Research. I selected the Indian gooseberry plant, which is commonly known as Amla, for our poster presentation event. Indian gooseberry or Amla is a fruit tree that grows natively in parts of Asia. The scientific name is Phyllanthus umbilica. This small tree blossoms into round edible fruit of the same color. The taste has been described as sour bitter. However, the whole plant, including the fruit, leaves, and seeds, is utilized in traditional Indian medicine. Various studies show that Amla possesses anti-diabetic, hypolipidemic, antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, hepatoprotective, and anti-emetic activities. Fruit is an important source of vitamin C. Other important chemical constituents present are tannins, phallamlin, linoleic acid, indole acetic acid, ellagic acid, etc. Drinking fresh fruit juice daily helps to cure increased body heat, burning sensation of body, gastric and digestive problems. It increases WBCs, which help flush out the toxin from the body. 20 ml of fruit juice with honey early morning improve eyesight. Its benefits includes which help amla benefits includes antibacterial and astringent properties which helps improve the body immunity system. It is used in a lot of shampoos and conditioner due to its rich antioxidant and iron content. It also contains high level of vitamin C, which helps reduce hair fall. Antibacterial properties of amla helps fight dandruff. It is a great stress reliever. It proves beneficial against respiratory disorders. It helps to reduce cough, TB, throat infections, and flu. Amla acts as an active blood purifier when consumed with honey. Amla benefits also include absorbing calcium, which is an essential element for teeth, bones, and hairs. Amla reduces the number of free radicals in the body through its antioxidant properties. It helps reduce wrinkles, dark circles, and other signs of aging. It also protects the body from radiation. Daily consumption of amla helps improve nerve health, facilitating proper blood flow. It helps to prevent disease like Alzheimer's. Also helps improve concentration power and memory skills. Amla is known to boost metabolism, which helps reduce body fat. The abundance of antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals, especially potassium, in the amla makes this fruit truly notable for a high blood pressure diet. Drink amla juice mixed with 1 tablespoon of honey to bring down the blood pressure naturally. Drinking this juice daily helps control both systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Consumption of 1 or 2 fresh fruit daily increase immunity. Due to its high vitamin C content, amla has some promising anti-aging benefits. Amla is a traditional and an amazing home remedy for diabetics. It not only prevents pancreatitis but also manages the level of blood sugar. Vitamin C serves as a powerful antioxidant and it reverses the effect of oxidative stress, one of the reasons behind diabetes. Beside medicinal uses, amla fruit is as eaten raw and cooked into various dishes, and it acts as a herbal food supplement. Some classical recipes that can be prepared out of amla are raga, shadava, panaka, and khada, etc. And Ayurvedic polyherbal formulations, the Indian gooseberry is a common constituent and mostly notable. Is the primary ingredient in an ancient herbal rasayana called Chamanprash. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Sadia. Next, I call upon Sheikh Hiba to present her poster. Sheikh Hiba, please unmute your mic.
Assalamu alaikum everyone present here. My name is Sheikh Hiba from MSc first year, Botany Department.
गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज में तो पूरे जर्दा रहे थोड़ा
Sister Hiba, you are not audible.
Assalamu alaikum. Now I'm audible.
Yes, please continue.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum everyone present here. My name is Sheikh Hiba from MSc first year, Botany Department of Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Center for Higher Learning and Advanced Research, Aurangabad. My topic is curry leaves. Its botanical name is Murraya conegi. It belongs to the family Rutaceae. Curry leaves, also called sweetney, and is used predominantly in Indian cuisines. The leaves are aromatic and flavorful and are added to curries, meat dishes, as well as chutneys. Apart from their flavor, curry leaves have several health properties. Curry leaves are packed with valuable nutrition that can fix anything from an upset stomach to your liver. They also have a place of pride in traditional medicine like Ayurveda. There are amazing benefits of curry leaves or curry patta. They are rich in carbohydrate and fibers, packed with vitamin A, C, E, and B. Curry leaves help in weight loss. They support digestive enzyme, so they are a suitable remedy for diarrhea and indigestion. They stimulate hair follicle to promote hair growth and prevent premature graying. A juice of curry leaves also help to ease nausea. They affect the body's insulin activity, so they ensure that blood sugar level remains stable. Regular consumption of curry leaves helps to maintain good eyesight and protect the cornea. Paste made from curry leaves has antibacterial properties and help wound heal fast. A tea of curry leaves can help to prevent anemia. It prevents the formation of bad cholesterol and increases the amount of good cholesterol. Thus, I hope you all came to know about curry leaves as medicinal use. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Hiba. Next, I call upon Siddiqui Amina to present her plant.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Myself Siddiqui Amina from MSc first year, Department of Botany from Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Center for Higher Learning and Advanced Research of Aurangabad. My medicinal plant is ginger. Ginger's family is Zigniberaceae and botanical name is Zigniber officinale. Ginger is a flowering plant whose rhizome, ginger root, or ginger is widely used as a spice and a flock medicine. It is a herbaceous perennial which grows annual pseudostome about 1 meter tall, bearing narrow leaf plate. The inflorescence bear flowering having pale yellow petal with purple eggs and arise directly from the rhizome on separate shoots. Ginger is commonly used for many types of nausea and vomiting. It is also used for menstrual cramps, osteoarthritis, diabetes, migraine headaches, and other conditions. But there is no good scientific evidence to support many of these uses. In food and beverages, ginger is used as a flavoring agent. Ginger is known to have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effect, making it a popular herbal supplement to treat inflammatory diseases. Ginger has the ability to grow in a wide variety of land types and areas. However, it's best produced when grown in a warm, humid environment at an elevation between 300 and 900 meters and in well-drained soil at least 30 centimeters deep. A period of low rainfall prior to growing and well-distributed rainfall during growing are also essential for the ginger to thrive well in the soil. According to a Michigan medicine lead study published in JCI, inside the main bioactive compound of ginger root, 6-gingerol is therapeutic in countering the mechanism that fuels certain autoimmune diseases in mice. According to one 2019 systematic review, ginger can cause mild side effects. However, this is rare. Some side effects such as heartburn, dehydra, and abdominal discomfort might occur when a person consumes more than 5 grams of it per day. New research finds ginger counters certain autoimmune diseases in mice in 6 Jan 2021. The source is Michigan, University of Michigan. The main bioactive compound of ginger root lower autoantibodies production and help heart diseases progression in mice with antiphospholipid syndrome and lupus. Thank you.
Have you finished, sister? Please unmute your mic. Sister Amina, please repeat your last points. You were not audible.
Okay. New research find in ginger counters certain autoimmune diseases in mice in 6 Jan 2021. The source is Michigan, University of Michigan. The main bioactive compound of ginger root lower autoantibody production and help heart diseases progression in mice with antiphospholipid syndrome and lupus. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Next, I call upon Khan Zehra to present her plant.
Thank you, Ashma. Assalamu alaikum and a very pleasant good morning to one and all present here. Myself, Khan Zehra Fatima from MSc first year, Department of Botany, Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Center for Higher Learning and Advanced Research, Aurangabad. The medicinal plant which I have chosen for the presentation is Sadabahar. The botanical name of Sadabahar is Catharanthus roseus. Sadabahar belongs to the family Apocynaceae. Sadabahar is an evergreen shrub that works as in medicinal purposes. Sadabahar plays a significant role in elevating blood sugar. The flower offers an ultimate remedy for treating respiratory disorders like asthma, bronchitis, cough, and cold symptoms. The flower is used for removing mucus deposits from the respiratory tract and provide relief from sore throat, cough, and congestion. Sadabahar is a potent traditional remedy to increase the functioning of the brain. The powerful antioxidants and flavonoids present in it improves the memory capacity, concentration, and calmness. The juice obtained from Sadabahar flower is very effective in controlling nosebleeds, bleeding gums, and mouth ulcers. Sadabahar is an excellent wound healer. The paste obtained from leaves of this plant can be applied externally to promote faster healing of cuts or wounds. It also removes the toxins from body and purifies the blood. Sadabahar are with alkaloids and skin-enhancing constituents. It also effective in case of skin infections like eczema and rosacea. It helps to reduce ache and pimples. It makes the skin smooth and glowing. It has anti-tumor and anti-cancer properties. Two alkaloids named as vinblastine and vincristine are extracted from stem and leaves which are used to treat various types of cancer. I have now come to the end of my presentation. These were some significant roles of Sadabahar plant. I sincerely appreciate your attention this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sister Zehra. Next, I call upon Khan Uzma to present her plant.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Khan Uzma Anjum from MSc first year botany from Dr. Rafiq Zakaria
My
Center.
poster. 1 minute. This is my poster.
Yes, sister. It's in the same chart.
जी. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Khan Uzma Anjum from MSc first year botany from Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Center for Higher Learning and Advanced Research, Aurangabad. Today I will talk about medicinal use of Adulsa. Its botanical name is Adathoda vesica and it belongs to the family Acanthaceae, and it is commonly known as Malabar nut tree, and it is also known as Vasaka and Adulsa. Vasaka is well-known herb, is indigenous system of medicine for its beneficial effect, particularly in bronchitis. A unique herb that help support the bronchial function with bronchodilatory expectorant and mucolytic properties. The leaves, bark, and the flowers of Vasaka also help in removing intestinal parasites. The leaves of Vasaka contain two major alkaloids called vesicine and vesicinone. Both alkaloid in combination showed pronounced bronchodilatory activity. The leaves of Vasaka are rich in vitamin C, carotene, and an essential oil. A study showed that the Mycobacterium tuberculosis was inhibited by an essential oil of Vasaka leaves. It has healing power and curative properties. The leaves, roots, and flowers are extensively used in indigenous medicine as remedy for cold, cough, and asthma. In acute stages of bronchitis, it gives unfailing relief. Especially where the sputum is thick and sticky, it liquefies the sputum so that it is brought up more easily. For relief in asthma, the dried leaves should be smoked. In Ayurveda, a preparation made from Vasaka flowers known as gulkhan used to treat tuberculosis. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sister. Next, I call upon Sheikh Rukhsana to present her poster.
Assalamu alaikum to everyone. My name is Rukhsana Sheikh Rafiq. I am from BSc third year from the college, Dr. Rafiq Zakaria College, Naukhanda. There are very much varieties of plant available in our local area. Here are few examples. First one is fenugreek. Fenugreek, its common name is methi, and its scientific name is Trigonella poenum. Are you audible me?
Yes, sister, continue.
Fenugreek scientific name is Trigonella poenum graecum. Fenugreek is herb of Fabaceae family. The seeds are used in cooking, in medicine, and to hide the taste of other medicine. Fenugreek leaves are eaten in India as vegetables. In foods, fenugreek is included as ingredient in spice blends. It also used as a flavoring agent in imitation maple syrups, food, beverage, and tobacco. Fenugreek appears to show absorption of sugars in the stomach and stimulate insulin. Both of these affect lower blood sugar in people with diabetes. Fenugreek seed extract are improving the Parkinson disease. Parkinson disease is related to brain disorder, and it helps in treating constipation and diarrhea. Fenugreek seeds benefit in loss of appetite, maintain liver and kidney health. And second one is fennel seeds. Fennel seeds is commonly known as a soft, and its scientific name is Foeniculaum vulgare. It is medicinal plant belonging to Umbelliferae apiaceae family. Fennel oil and fennel seed are used as flavoring agent. It is highly nutritious. Fresh fennel bulb is good source of vitamin C, a water-soluble vitamin critical for immune health, tissue repair, and collagen synthesis. Fennel and its seeds also contain nutrients like magnesium, potassium, and calcium, which play important role in keeping your heart healthy. Soft powder control secretion of gastric acid and calms intestinal lining. High amount of phytonutrients present in fennel seeds. It helps sinuses. Sinuses means it related to blood. It offers bronchial relaxation to reduce symptoms of asthma and improve eyesight. Third one is black pepper. Black pepper, commonly known as a kali mirchi, and its scientific name is Piper nigrum. And it is belonging to Pipereaceae family. It is most important plant in their corona time pandemic. COVID-19 has jolted everyone's life, and this corona pandemic time period, black pepper are most useful. It has antioxidant, antimicrobial, and gastroprotective properties that helps in building our immunity, especially when it comes to our throat. According to researchers says, consuming black pepper will help you stay immune to coronavirus. Making kada with black pepper and drinking that spicy kada, do yourself a favor and gulp it down. It has anti-inflammatory properties. Black pepper may have cancer fighting property, and it is well known as a king of spices because it is most useful plant and seed corona time period. People taken by mouth of arthritis, asthma, upset stomach, bronchitis, bacterial infection that causes diarrhea, etc. It is high excessive free radical can form due to things like cigarette smoke, pollution. So antioxidant help prevent damaging effect of free radicals. And last topic is black cumin. Black cumin, it is the most important, also a most important in corona time period, and it is commonly known as kalonji. It is its scientific name is Nigella sativa, and commonly known as kalonji belong to the buttercup family of flowering plant Raninucleaceae. The potential of Nigella sativa to treat the patient with COVID-19 analyzed as it shown to possess antiviral, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anticoagulant, immunomodulatory, bronchodilatory, antihistaminic, antipyretic, and analgesic activities. In traditional medicine, Nigella sativa has been used for centuries to treat various illnesses, including asthma, common cold, headache, and rheumatic disease. Rheumatic disease is related to bones, pain of bones, and many more. Nigella sativa have been demonstrated in Unani, Chinese medicine, Ayurveda, and other medicinal systems. Eating black seeds reduces stomach ulcer, also protects stomach lining from ill effect of alcohol and promote digestion. It was a milestone for COVID-19 pandemic because of its kada and antioxidant properties. Black kalonji is oil. Oil is used as increasing lubrication between the joints. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sister Roxana. Next, I call upon Qureshi Namra.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everyone, and good morning.
Reason to use medicinal plants. There are no side effects when natural medicines are used because this medicinal plant remedies are in sync with nature. There is no huge investment when medicinal plants are brought home in compared to the box. The leaf, bark, seeds, or any part of the medicinal plant can be consumed by people of any age group. First, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is evergreen shrub that grows in India, the Middle East, and parts of Africa. It has long history of use in traditional medicine. The use of this herb as a general tonic to boost energy and reduce stress and anxieties. Some also claim that this herb may be beneficial for certain cancer disease, low blood pressure, and anxiety. Second is bay leaf. Bay leaf are rich source of vitamin A, B6, vitamin C, iron, magnesium, and calcium. Also, regular inclusion of bay leaf in meals promotes general health in any regular Indian home. Bay leaf are commonly used in various dishes from vegetarian to non-vegetarian. This bay leaf have used by some to treat cancer, gas, dandruff, and joint pains. Some prefer to use it in a tea, and bay leaf boiled in water is a wonderful cough syrup. The third is soapberry, also called as soap nuts, commonly called as Rita. Rita is one of the most popular herbs in Ayurveda. It is all natural, eco-friendly, and reusable. When it's come in contact with water, it creates milk suds that resemble soap. Soapberry are exactly what they sound like, a berry-like fruit that work as natural, gentle, and effective soap. Soapberry can be used to wash your clothes, your body, and even your dishes and surface without relying on harsh and chemical-filled products. Hence, it is used for a variety of purposes, from washing clothes to making ornaments shine. Many of us are well aware of the benefits of soap nuts for hair. However, their benefits are not restricted to just hair. The soap nuts are amazing for our health and skin as well, and multiple uses. And the last one is hibiscus. Hibiscus is a genus of flowering plant in the Mallow family Malvaceae. Hibiscus plants are known for the large, colorful flowers. This bloom can be made a decorative addition to a home or garden, but they also have medicinal use. The flowers and leaves can be made into teas and liquid extract that can help treat a variety of conditions. After the flower finish blooming, the petals fall off and the calyces turns into pods. Calyces mean turns into pods. This holds the plant's seeds. Calyces are often the main ingredient in herbal drink containing hibiscus. Hibiscus has been used by different cultures as a remedy for several conditions. The pulp made from the leaves was applied to the skin to heal wounds. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Namra. Next, I call upon Sayyada Nazneen to present her plant. Sayyada Nazneen.
Assalamu alaikum to everyone and good morning. My name is Sayyada Nazneen and I am a student of MSc first year from Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Higher Learning and Advanced Research Center. My medicinal plant name is henna and its botanical name is Lawsonia inermis and it's also commonly known as mehendi. Henna belongs to Lythraceae family. Henna is Egyptian privet tree or shrub. It is probably native to North Africa, but may have been grown in hot oases. Let's start its medicinal uses of henna leaves. Henna leaves are used as a coagulant for open wounds and poultice to soothe burns and eczema. Fresh leaves may be used as topical antiseptic, including ringworms. It uses to improve hair health. It cures to renal lithiasis jaundice. Ma'am? Hello? Hello?
Please continue, sister.
वो हमारा चार्ट
It is visible. You continue.
Okay. It cures through renal lithiasis jaundice. A henna leaves boiled with mustard oil. It is applied to hair to stimulate the hair growth. Leaves are also used in skin disorder like skin burns, skin oil, skin boil, scabies, vitiligo. Vitiligo is a disease which has white patches. Fungal infection. The medicines made from health of henna leaves. They include clotrimazole, hexazole, ketoconazole, and amorolfine. The medicinal uses is also Lawsonia inermis is one of the best coloring agent. Henna is not only coloring agent, but it is also possesses various biological activities such as antioxidant, antimicrobial, antidiabetic, anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, antiparamatic, and antifungal. There is also benefits of henna oil. Henna oil is used for reducing the headache. Oil of the henna fruit is used traditionally to treat the disorder of liver and diaphragm. Henna oil is used to relieve the muscular pain of the body. It uses as astringent, anti-hemorrhagic, intestinal, anti-neoplastic. Henna is also used in cancer drugs. Incidence of cancer is growing swiftly worldwide, and sparse supply of anti-cancer drugs, unaffordable cost of its lethal effect have shown the way to adopt complementary and alternative medicine for the treatment and prevention of cancer. The isolation of anti-cancer alkaloids, vinblastine, vincristine, and podophytoxins during the 1950s promote research on anti-cancer agents from plant origin. In the synthesis of variety of clinical valuable anti-cancer drugs such as atovaquone, lapacol, and dichloroallylazone, the plant contains other chemicals such as plumbagene, epigenin glycosides, luteolin 7-glucosides, picomarine, and lupeol, among which many are reported for their cytotoxicity and chemopreventive activities against the different type of cancer cells. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Next, I call upon Shazia Bano. Please unmute, sister. Shazia Bano, please unmute.
Am I audible?
Yes, sister.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. I'm Shazia. I'm a student of BSc third year, and I am from Dr. Rafiq Zakaria College for Women. Today, I want to talk about medicinal herbs you can use every day. If you are lucky enough to spend some golden time with your grandparents, you would often find them prattling about a few herbs plant which act as a great remedy for many ailments. Having such plants around your house would save you a great ordeal. Let's check out a few medicinal plants and their uses, which is easily found in India. First we will see aloe vera. Aloe vera, its botanical name Aloe vera barbadense Mill. It belongs to family Asphodelaceae. Aloe vera is perhaps the oldest known medicinal plant in the world. Many people use it at home both to beautify the space and to use the gel. Some prefer to consume aloe vera juice while some apply the gel. Aloe vera exhibits some antioxidant and antimicrobial properties.
and also help in combating constipation, ulcer, irritative lower bowel syndrome, and also help maintain blood sugar level. The aloe vera sap is used to healing and reducing the risk of infections for wound, cuts, burn, and reducing inflammation. The aloe vera gel helps to soothe skin injuries, burning, skin irritation, cuts, and insect bite. It also reduces skin swelling. Aloe vera gel is quite commonly used in tooth gels, mouthwashes, and many food flavoring agents. Next, mint. Its botanical name is Mentha piperita. Peppermint is sometimes regarded as the world's oldest medicine, with archaeological evidence placing its use at least as far back as 10,000 years ago. Peppermint is a fresh herb that we taste in gum, toothpaste, and desserts. Peppermint are naturally high in magnesium, vitamin A, and vitamin C. Highly antibacterial, mint leaves help refrain sore throat, cramps, arthritis, diarrhea, and fatigue. Peppermint health benefits include relief allergies, soothe muscles pain, keep the digestive system running, support, enhance mood, boost immunity, and benefits respiratory health. Next is turmeric. Its botanical name is Curcuma longa, and it belongs to family Gingerberaceae. Turmeric is a rhizomatous perennial herb plant which is used for its culinary and potent medicinal properties. Turmeric contains curcumin as its active ingredient, which act as potent and anti-inflammatory and antioxidant agents. Evidence has suggested that curcumin boosts the chemotherapy procedure in cancer patients and help them fight cancer. Turmeric is beneficial for pain caused by inflammatory disease like arthritis, preventing cancer, stopping DNA mutations, and several skin diseases. And turmeric also improves brain function and helps treat neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's disease and stroke, also help in arthritis. And this is a kitchen ingredient. Turmeric has potent antiviral properties as per a study published in the Journal of Virology. Turmeric has a natural compound called curcumin, which can eliminate certain viruses. Turmeric powder is also used to make skin fairer, and with its antioxidant effect, it makes your skin glowing. Next, move on to last, ajwain. Carom seeds, also known as ajwain, is one of the most commonly found home and kitchen ingredients. Its botanical name is Trachispermum mami, and it belongs to family Apiaceae. Ajwain leaves are rich in vitamin A, C, selenium, and zinc. These minerals help to maintain the balance in your body and regulate your hormones. Ajwain leaves are powerhouse of nutrition. They contain several essential vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, essential nutrition that helps in conditions like weight loss, blood pressure, indigestion, hair loss, acne, constipation, etc. And also its cooling properties will keep your body hydrated, which in turn help your skin fight problems like acne and other skin related problems. This is not only helps to keep your scalp away from getting an infection, but also prevents hair fall and boost hair growth. And last, it is very important to have a medicinal plants around the house, because you never know when you might need them. There are no side effects when natural medicines are used, because these medicinal plants remedies are in sync with nature. Thank you. Hello, ma'am.
Thank you all the participants for your preparation of beautiful posters and informative presentation. Over to Nurisa madam. Nurisa madam, please.
If anyone has any question, feel free to ask. Please raise your hand. Please ask questions.
Ma'am, my question is with Arshma. What is the medicinal importance of tulsi roots?
To whom you are asking the question, please mention her name.
My question is to Arshma.
Okay.
And the question is, what is the medicinal importance of tulsi roots?
Yes, sister. Tulsi roots helps in diabetes. Tulsi root powder also helps by taking it in overnight and taking in it early morning. It helps to cure the stomach diseases, and also it maintains insulin level in the body. And Tulsi roots also helps for diabetes.
Okay. Khan Mishkat, you can ask the questions. Please mention to whom you are asking the question. Khan Mishkat.
Okay, am I audible? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. My question is to Ms. Hibba. First, I thank to all the participants for availing us with the most important knowledge about the medicinal plant. Okay, so my question is, can we apply the curry leaves on the skin? If yes, then what are the benefits of that?
Thank you, Mishkat, for asking me a question. Yes, we can apply curry leaves on the skin because curry leaves not only add flavor to food, but it can also treat your skin and hair. It is rich in carbohydrate, fiber, phosphorus, iron, and vitamin like vitamin C, vitamin A, B, E. Curry leaves helps to fight all kinds of infection, including skin infection. The benefit is it make your skin glow and get rid to those of unwanted pimples mark on our skin. Thank you.
Okay. Khan Sadia, you can ask the question. Khan Sadia.
Assalamu alaikum. I want to ask a question to Sister Zehra. How to use Sadabahar for disease diabetes?
Yes, so Sadabahar is, we can use Sadabahar in 1 or 2 ways for diabetes to control our diabetes. First method you can use is to chew 3 to 4 leaves of Sadabahar plant throughout the day to prevent sudden blood sugar spike. Or you can also do is boil freshly plucked flowers in water and then steep and stir it. Then drink this bitter liquid in early morning in empty stomach to manage your diabetes. Thank you.
Okay. Afnan Siddiqui, ask the question.
Assalamu alaikum. My question is to Yogeshwari.
Yogeshwari, please answer her question.
What are the antibacterial compounds present in lavender?
Yes, linalool and linalool acetate are antimicrobial compounds against foodborne bacteria such as E. coli and Enterococcus.
Sister Yogeshwari, you are not audible.
Am I audible?
Yogeshwari?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, sister, continue.
Yes.
Please answer the question.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sister, please continue.
Yes, linalool and linalool acetate are antimicrobial compounds against foodborne bacteria such as E. coli and Enterobacter. Thank you.
Is there anyone who wants to ask the question? Okay. Over to you, Khutsia ma'am.
सर को बोलो मैम को अनम्यूट करो जादू सर का बोलने का जज सर बोल रहे हैं कि उनकी दूसरी मीटिंग है जल्दी एंड करो.
Now I request Professor Jadhav sir to enlighten us by his valuable views. Sir, please.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Principal Professor Mazhar Farooqi sir, Dr. Arif Patan sir, Dr. Rafiuddin Nasir sir, Dr. Shia madam, all the academicians and students who present here for this program on the occasion of death anniversary of late Honorable Chairman Dr. Rafiq Zakaria, Chairman Maulana Azad Education Trust, Department of Botany, Dr. Rafiq Zakaria, Center for Higher Learning and Advanced Research Center has organized an online poster presentation program on the topic that is locally available medicinal plants. This is a very significant program which has been organized by a Department of Botany. I congratulate to the Department of Botany and Center for Higher Learning and Research Center of our college, Dr. Rafiq Zakaria, Maulana Azad College. This is one of the important co-curricular activity which has been organized by the department, and this activity supports a curriculum in many ways. Today's topic was very interesting topic. In that topic, we can see that the medicinal plants which are locally available are very important. These plants are locally available and have a very tremendous potential as far as our human health is concerned. The importance of medicinal plants is from an ancient time. Medicinal plants play very important of the human. They provide essential minerals, vitamins, then also proteins, carbohydrates, and they also contain different bioactive compounds. And these bioactive compounds have a very important properties like anti-inflammatory properties and antimicrobial properties. In today's poster presentation program, students have presented their presentations very nicely. A lot of information how they have gathered, and they have presented their presentation, and they made aware to all of us regarding the different aspects of the medicinal students, they have presented their posters on plants such as peppermint, neem, aloe vera, lavender, brahmi, tulsi, bale, ficus, pomegranate, onion, or garlic, amla, curry leaves, ginger, then sadabahar, adusa, then fenugreek means methi, black pepper, black cumin, henna, ashwagandha, turmeric, etc. Very nice. Students have presented their presentations in nice manner. All the presentations were informative. All posters were systematically and scientifically prepared and are presented by the participants very nicely. After the presentation session, a question answer session was also organized by the organizers. And in this session, students have also satisfactorily answered the questions raised by the participants. Today, students have created a very good awareness about different aspects of medicinal plants. I congratulate all the students who presented their posters in this program. Thank you, one and all. Lastly, I am very much thankful to the authority of Maulana Azad College to giving me an opportunity to participate in this academic endeavor. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. For your encouraging speech. Last but not the least, any program will not end without vote of thanks. So I request Dr. Shazia ma'am for vote of thanks.
Assalamu alaikum. On behalf of organizing committee, I, Dr. Shazia Mirza, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Dr. Rafiq Zakaria, Center for Higher Learning, takes this opportunity to present the vote of thanks. First of all, artful. On the occasion of 16th death anniversary of our Honorable Founder Chairman, Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Sir, the Department of Botany has organized a poster presentation program on the topic locally available medicine plants, presented by the UG and PG students of our Dr. Rafiq. Express my gratitude towards Honorable Founder Chairman, late Dr. Rafiq Zakaria Sir and Padma Shri Fatima Rafiq Zakaria Madam for providing us beautiful infrastructure and educational facilities in our campus. I would like to express my sincere thanks to today's guest, Professor Milind Jadhav Sir, HOD, Department of Botany, Sir Syed College of Arts and Science, Aurangabad, for giving us his precious time from his busiest schedule and enlighten us, the participant, with his knowledge. I would like to express my sincere thanks to our beloved principal, Dr. Mazhar Farooq Sir, for his constant encouragement and support for arranging such type of events in the campus. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Professor Arif Pathan Sir, in charge director, Dr. Rafiq Zakaria, Center for Higher Learning and Advanced Research, for his continuous encouragement, guidance, and providing us all the technical facilities for making this event success. The sincere thanks to convener of today's event, Dr. Ashfaq Khan, Department of Botany, Maulana Azad College, and co-convener, Dr. Sayyeda Khudsia Madam, and organizing team members, Nurunisa Khan, Ashmira Nas, for their hard work and making this event a success. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. Rafiuddin Nasir sir, HOD Department of Botany, Maulana Azad College, for their presence. Last but not the least, I would express my sincere thanks to all the participants for their active participation and all the teaching and non-teaching staff members of our campus who were attending today's session. I thank our technical staff for making this event successful. Have a wonderful day.